All right. So we're up in the next interview, and please state your name and what you do. And there you go. Go
Hi,
for it.
my name's Dave, Dave Strong. I'm a rocker, rock and roller in New England. I mean, I guess my real job is general manager of a butcher shop, but like, I don't know. That's just my day job, I guess.
Well, like everybody needs a day job. I mean, it's tough. I mean, especially if you want to do music, you have to have some kind of a job to to support what you want to do. It's definitely important.
Yeah. I mean, I've worked in kitchens and all that crap forever. Like, I don't know. I started at the very, very bottom, and then like when I started cutting meat, like when my daughter, who's 24 now, like when my ex was pregnant, I got somehow I was working at Wendy's and at Hannaford's at the same time, and this place called the Meat House opened, and I just was like, what the hell? So I went over and they taught me how to cut meat, and I was like, I'm never going back into a kitchen after that. So now I've worked my way up to general manager, which is pretty sick, but you know, started at the bottom. Now we're here.
Here, but but with that, and then you're doing music. So, I mean, it kind of being a manager, you have to be organized. You have to, figure things out. So, when you're doing music, you kind of see that they're both kind of similar in that sense. To be honest.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I never was really in charge of like the Dave Strong band is really the first thing I've ever really been in charge of. Before I just kind of was around and like asking to be on other people's stuff and like it was kind of weird. Sometimes I would be like, "Please put me in, please put me in," but like the Dave Strong band is all me. Like I write everything. And the first few songs I actually played everything too. But yeah, it is. It really the real life and fake life kind of come together in the Dave Strong band for sure.
No, but that's kind of cool. So, so you said you played, behind the scenes, and what made you say, no, fuck it, I want to do all of it, and I want to do everything myself.
A few things really like so when I was playing I've been in a few different bands with a few different people and like I just at first well a lot of it had to do with like getting sober. That was a huge thing. Like I would really just pretty much do anything. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was just happy to be there. I saw a lot of my friends doing a lot of things, playing with a bunch of different bands and like getting their music out there. And I just kind of wanted to be heard by other people. But a lot of the time it wasn't like me me per se being heard. It was them being heard with me playing on their music. So when I finally got like sober and like smartened up, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna like, try it myself and see, you know, at least then it's my name, you know what I mean? Where like people can find me and they can like go down that rabbit hole then, That's kind of the gist of it, I guess.
That's really cool
Yeah.
because like you made that decision to do your own thing because you're getting sober, which is tough. A lot of people struggle with playing shows, being sober. So can you go into that?
Yeah, I mean, it can suck. I mean, I right now I'm almost 3 years sober again. But like when I started, I the first thing I was sober, I didn't drink, and then I probably got a year, almost 2 years into it, and I was like, fuck it, I think I can have a drink, or like, and that went down fast. Like that went downhill pretty fast. I realized I probably couldn't, but I don't know. Yeah, I gotta stay focused, or I like really lose it.
No, that makes sense. And relapse is real. I mean, I've had that happen to me too. It's so real, and people don't discuss it because people think it's just like a upwards trajectory, but you have to kind of go through this. This every day is a battle.
Yeah, it's tough. Even like this week, I worked like 55 hours this week and I order like all the beer from my work. I order like all the meat from my work. And I have to talk to people about drinking and I order non-alcoholic wines and non-alcoholic beers too. Like, but they're always asking me, "Did you try this? Did you try that?" I'm like, "Oh, nope. I haven't I haven't tried it, but everyone that I talk to likes it, you know what I mean?" But it does. It's pretty cool, Like I've probably drank enough to be able to tell everybody what alcohol tastes like. I can get the gist of it, I guess.
No, that much respect to you, and you've been playing shows. I mean, have you? Do you? So you're in the New England area, which I am too, Connecticut. I mean, if you have you traveled throughout, out of New England? Have you played any other shows outside?
Yeah. I've been very fortunate to be able to play in different areas of the world. I've played in Madrid, I've played in Lyon, I've played in Amsterdam and Rotterdam. And that was actually with my friend Jeff. And then I actually got to go back in 2025 and play in Germany with the Dave Strong Band. I did the Puke Fest, and they actually recorded it on a vinyl. Like they recorded the set. I went back, and now I have some. I think I have like 40 left. Yeah,
Amazing. Oh my God. That's a huge thing. I mean, you go, you travel, you made your music, and you went to Europe, and when you probably came back to America, you're probably like, I mean, I, I did Europe, I'm good.
it's very humbling. I mean, it's very humbling because when you go over to Europe, Puke Fest was like 500 people and it was sold out. You know what I mean? They didn't obviously come to see me, but like, they all were there to watch me. You know what I mean? And I played a show before in, I might be butchering this, but Osnabrück, I think it was called. Like before, I played with this band called the Lemonades, who were a really great band from Scotland. And that show before Puke Fest was sold out as well. So, and that was probably like 100 to 200 people too. So, and then it's funny because I came back and I want to say either that same week, it must have been like I flew in and then like 3 or 4 days later, I played in Portland, an acoustic show. And there was like four people at it, you know,
Oh,
but, but that's how it is around here. You know, you play music, you know, it's just, it happens
it does.
sometimes. It's weird. It's weird.
People get discouraged, but like from somebody that goes from a lot, you still play your heart out to those four people, and you never know, those people will end up being your biggest supporters. And sometimes playing to a lot of people, they probably move on to the next band. So it's kind of like either way, you got to give it all you got.
It's true. It's I don't know exactly what it is, but something comes over me like it's tough going into a show. I get all nervous. I do the thing, my palms sweat and everything. I like slam waters, I slam energy drinks, and then I get on the stage and I just like become a persona. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if there's one person there, it doesn't matter if there's 100 people there. I'm like I feel like I'm Green Day sometimes. Like in the middle of the first song, I like the band keeps going. I'm like, Rhode Island, what's up, motherfucker? Like I just played the Scurvy Dog, I think, a couple weekends ago. It was a sick show. We were on at 7. Lee, my buddy who actually lives in Connecticut, or he has a house in Connecticut, but he lives in Canada now. He came back for it. We didn't practice at all, and it was like last time we played together was in Germany. I mean, stuff like that. That's why I love music so much. You know what I mean? It was like so fun. There was a bunch of people there. I know I'm all over the place, but it's like I just become a whole different person when I'm on stage. It's just I could have the shittiest day. It was like my Nana's 90th birthday, and we, me and my wife and kids went down to her birthday party. My mom and she lived somewhere near Saugus area, and my mom took them while I drove to Scurvy Dog in Rhode Island to meet up with my band. We played 7 to like 8 or something. I stayed around for a little bit to catch the bands and stuff. A few bands. I know that thing goes on forever, so I didn't watch every band, but like rocked it. Said hey, hugged Lee, hugged Bernie, hugged MD, and then I was like, all right, I gotta go get my kids. See you later, you know. And then I went to work the next day at 7 o'clock.
Oh
So
God, it's tough, especially being a parent. You know,
yeah,
kids, and you have to bring them somewhere, and kids have their own schedule.
I know. I blame myself 100% for the parents thing. Jesus Christ. I have 5 kids. Like
Hi,
I,
kid.
yeah, I have 24, 21, 8, 5 and 1. My 24-year-old just bought her first house, which is crazy because I didn't buy my first house like 4 years ago. I think I bought my first house. So it's like so proud of her, but
That's amazing. I mean, the age ranges too. It's like it's
Oh my God. I know. I was just about to be an empty nester. Well, got married, divorced, and stuff like that too. So like it was a whole new thing. But I mean, I don't know. I don't think that I could. I feel like being around kids and like I'm a family guy. I think, you know, I make friends. They have to love me. So
That's cool. I mean, a lot of times, when I think because with my son too, it's like you see like this like fun that they have. Like they bring out like they're kind of like the kid in you a little bit, and it's kind of cool to see that. People grow up and then they become like especially with like I don't know if I explain it right, but people like older punks, some of them get all grouchy and elitist, and it's like I feel like it's kids. They bring out the kid in you. It's really cool.
no, that's 100%. Like I was getting the time of this kind of messed up. I thought it was 6 at first, and then like my daughter was having a little breakdown. I'm like, let's go outside for a minute. We'll take a walk. And she started talking to me. Some of the innocence in kids. It's like, um, what would happen if we were homeless? What would happen if we didn't have a car? Like some of those like big people problems that she doesn't ever have to think about, but it comes out so like sweet and innocent when she says it. It's like, don't worry, we're not going to be homeless. We have 2 cars and knocking on wood right now, but some of like she's got real life. She's got a lot of weight on her shoulders. She's 5 years old, and like real life talks. So it's good to have a family around to keep us all like kind of on solid ground.
And I like being a family person too, and also they're the future. They are
Yeah,
the
that's true. We
future.
need them. We need them.
Exactly. So, but back to music, I just want to talk about like I like your songs. They just put me in such a good mood, and also because I'm listening, and then I could feel like live you would be the same kind of energy, if not more. So, like, are you still planning on? Because I know you record and do everything yourself. Do you plan on having other people collaborate with, or do you just want to continue on your own?
Um, it's so the band has really kind of come together. It's weird because when I started it, it was it was just me. Like I had just come out of being in another band, and one of the guys that played guitar in the band was like, I know you have some songs, because I'd bring him to the table at the other band's practice, and it was like not happening. So he goes, I know you have songs. Why don't you come to this place and record them? And I was like, all right, okay. And then he'd play them. So that I could play the drums, and then I would just erase them and play the guitar over it. Like the first 2 songs, I would and Little Girl, I did everything. And my oldest daughter, came in and sang the backup on them and stuff. But there's been a real cool like transition of how it's gone. It's gone at first like I wanted to be like a psychobilly type of rock and roll band. So then I wrote like Nights in Jail, and I covered Come On Everybody and stuff like that. And then Terry, he left the band. Like he played on the first 8, like after the 2 I recorded myself, there was like 8 more that he played on. The last song he played on was One Good Reason. Um, and then Lenny Lashley was on that bit song and stuff. It was crazy. Like it was like me, Yuri, Terry, and this guy Roger playing. And Roger was in the band The Bruisers. Like he was the original Bruisers drummer, and like he plays in a whole other bunch of different bands. But he didn't want to play many shows. He had other things going on, and Yuri kind of fizzled out, and then Terry kind of was like, I had some kids, and I was like, okay, what am I going to do now?
Yeah.
Back to the whole single thing again. So I played some acoustic shows. And then my buddy Bernie stepped in, who was in a band called the Tunnel Rats back in the day, which was a really sick band. Um, and then who else? And then Lee stepped up and started playing drums. That's what happened. Lee came in and played drums. And I was like, yeah, I have a band again. And then Lee's brother passed of colon cancer. I had a tour going. So I asked my friend Jared, who's in the Mighty Suicide Squirrels, to
Oh,
come and play with us. And he came and played with us like without practicing. He came and played in Philly. We did like a New York, Philly, like West Philly, like 4 day type tour that he came on. And Lee was like, after Lee's like, I like playing guitar anyway better. And I was like, all right, well, so then it was me, Bernie, Lee, and Jared for a while. And then and then Bernie didn't want to go to Germany with us or anything like that, or he couldn't go to Germany. I think he's gonna go to the next one that we do, but he couldn't go. So it was me, Jared, and Lee who went to Germany. So it's funny because it's always like a revolving door now. And now Jared's not in the band anymore. Lee's in Canada, so he only plays when like he's around or he bounces back and forth. But I save him. I save him for like the big shows or whatever. But right now oh yeah, and then we put a Craigslist ad out for a new
Good.
drummer.
Like that.
Um, because I like playing acoustic. I might actually record some of my songs acoustic just to see what they sound like. Because I love Jesse Ahern. I really love Lenny Lashley. I love the way that stuff sounds. Chuck Reagan did it really well. Like, I can keep going on. Like all the guys from All and just like Scott Reynolds and Chad Price. They all do really cool stuff. John Snodgrass. I love it. I love that acoustic punk stuff. They prove that you don't really need a band behind you, but it just doesn't sound the same to me. Like my songs have energy. So yeah, so we filled out. I know Bernie put a Craigslist ad out. This guy MD, Mark Daniels, we call him MD Ricker. I call him Mad Dog actually because MD. He came. He rocked the set. It was like amazing. Um, it's all these weird like wow moments to me because I'm like, no one's gonna play drums with me. I'm gonna have to play drums now, or I'm gonna have to go to a solo again. And it's like, don't worry, we'll figure it out. We always figure it out. And now MD is just like ripping it up. Like we're gonna record soon a few new songs, and it's back to a 3 piece. But when Lee's around, like he plays the solos and stuff. But I mean, I wrote all the solos, so I can play them anyway. Um, yeah, I mean, it's just a revolving door, but like it always happens. Like right, Bernie's been in it for like the longest time now, and MD is like the new guy, and I don't know. I don't know. I just love it. Mm.
I love it too because it's kind of like, and you're friends with all these people. It's not like you could just like say hey, and if you're in a spot, they can come and help you out, which is what
Yep.
I love about music. I love that they could
Yep.
just make friends like that, and they will come and help you if you're in a spot.
Yep. Yep. And I mean, and I knew of like a lot of these people before, but like we all kind of came together through music. That's the thing. Like we weren't high school friends or anything like that. We all just like share the common like music. We love it, and we just I don't know. It just has happened, and it's cool. It's really cool.
I mean, isn't it kind of cool that it's when just because of music, it just puts you to meet different kinds of people that you would never just meet in like a school. It just broadens your horizons. You meet
Yeah.
people everywhere just because of your songs. We
Yeah.
would have met if you didn't send me if I didn't know your music. I would have probably never heard of your music, and that would have been like sad because it's kind of
Mhm.
cool that now we have that connection. It's awesome.
Yeah. I feel like I was that pushy person, like throwing music at you, but you always tell me that it's all good and stuff. And you've been so good and so supportive to me this whole time too. I really appreciate it. It's people like you that help out people like me, and you rock too. You play guitar really well and you sing really well and stuff. So
Well,
you know what it's like.
that means a lot. I really love your music. I love what you're doing. So anytime you release something, I'm like, okay, I got to do an episode. It like lights a fire under my ass, like to do the episode, which is why I was happy to do the Zoom thing too, because then now we can kind of finally talk, instead
Yeah,
of
yeah.
it's kind of cool. But I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I want to wrap this up. But I want you to promote anything you have going on, anything you want to say, a message you want to send out to anybody that's in the music scene. The whole floor is yours. Here, take it.
All right, all right. So I have, let's see. I got this one record right here. I just got a couple. Um, so DC, let me see, where are they? Hold on a second. I should have been more prepared. Hold on.
It's okay. Take your time.
All
I gotta come see it.
right, ready? Puke Fest right there. Dave Strong live at Puke Fest
Holy fuck, that's so cool.
on puke green vinyl.
You
Um,
green.
yeah. So DCPC put out. So we put out 200 copies of this record. DCPC has like 3 left,
Wow.
and I have probably like 10 left, but Critical Mass sold me back like 30 because I sell a lot of them at shows, or like honestly, I give a lot of them away too. Like I like to give stuff away. I mean, I say it right on stage. I'm like, if you just want a record, come up to me. If you want to pay me, that's fine. Most people do pay me after I give it to them, but I'm like a salesman. I like give them a record. They're like, okay, here's some money, but I don't know. I've got probably like 35 maybe of these records left. And you can go on my Instagram, which is Butcherman Dave 2020. Um, and I'll sell them. I got some shirts and stuff, but I'm playing at Gino's. I don't know the date, but I'm playing sometime soon. That's the next by the end of the summer. Yeah, I don't know. Thank you.
No problem. And we'll check out everything you do. And I can't wait for more songs. And if you do an acoustic thing, more power to you, because that's awesome too. That's tough to do, and I give credit to people that can do it.
Yeah, I'm thinking of I mean, just to eat up time and have fun, because like there's a studio close to me that wants me to come in and like he's a really good engineer, and if I could just layer some like I love my one of my favorite songs is I Would, and it's kind of like got a lot of vocal arrangements and stuff in it, so I bet I could mess around and make some of my songs acoustic just for fun.
You could do it. You got
Yeah, yeah. It opens up the door, like because there was a time where I was turning down more shows, and I just hate to turn down shows, so it sucks.
it. It does.
Yeah.
Anytime. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, have a good night.
Happy 5th.
Happy 5th.
Bye.
Bye.